Hello, it's Lisa, and it is Friday, so it is Let's Talk Friday. Let's Talk Friday. Are you actually saying that with me as I say Let's Talk Friday, and then you say Let's Talk Friday? I get the head action. Let's Talk Friday. Yes. Gosh, it's just going by so fast, right? The weeks are just going by so fast. It's already another Let's Talk Friday. And, I have something to talk about, right? And so today I want to, I talk about faith all the time. Like whatever I'm talking about, it comes back to faith at some point. Um, Faith as the method of conquering, faith as the method of being a conqueror, faith as a method of being an overcomer, faith in the method of winning, like faith, faith, faith. But then, it occurred to me. hmm I was in the pool, I believe. I was swimming in the pool. And it occurred to me, like, oh my gosh, not everybody really knows not just what faith is, but it really depends on what your faith is in that is going to give you the power that you need to be a winner in your life, to be an overcomer, to walk in abundance, and to walk in healing and health and wholeness and freedom that we're talking about, that we desire. So, yeah, this message is going to be, I guess people might say, a little preachy, but we have to stop. I have to stop here to make sure that you know what I'm speaking of when I talk about the faith that you need, or that I need, the faith that I use, the faith that helps me is not just because it makes all the difference in what you're putting your faith in, right? So my faith cannot be in myself, in my own ability, in my husband, in Craig's ability, in my children, in my parents, though they're past, and my late parents, but your siblings. So your faith, those things are gonna, if that is where your faith is, um, then you're gonna be disappointed, right? You will be disappointed because even I disappoint myself, so I'm sure I disappoint others. So, yeah, your faith can't be whatever your faith is in, that's going to make the difference on your ability to stand strong. Mm. So, the faith that I talk about for my life is the faith in my belief of God the Father and in Jesus, his Son, and that Jesus is sitting on the right hand of God the Father, advocating on my behalf, that God made the heavens and the earth, and he is my creator as well. So he made me, he knows all about me. I believe by faith that he has plans for my life, plans that are good and not evil, that would give me hope and a future that he has planned for me. So yes, these are pillars of my faith, pillars of my faith that when times are good, when times are hard, I can stand on my faith and the belief in that's based on these things, right? So I'd say they're the promises of God, the promises of God, and then I have to have faith to believe them, to be able to claim them for my life, for my children, for my husband, for my marriage, for my siblings, for my nieces and nephews, for my sphere of influence, for my coworkers, for my job, on and on and on. Favor in every area of my life, wherever I walk, whatever I touch. Psalms talks about my leaves shall prosper; they shall not wither. They shall not wither. They shall be strong like the trees. So, so fortunately, the faith that is needed is not even a big amount. Actually, it could be just inside of the size of a seed mustard seed. And I actually think a faith like a seed as well, that faith grows. So it's like a muscle, it grows, it gets, the more you use it, the stronger it gets. Planting a seed and it grows, right? And it gets stronger and stronger. And you do need that. We need stronger and stronger faith as we mature, as we go through more things in life, so that we are able to stand, we're able to withstand, we're able to be a support for those around us as well, and to walk in the blessings of God and not be overwhelmed and cut down by the chaos of life. So I just wanted to make that clear because I know that I eventually I it ends up going back to faith. Everything goes back to faith. But I wanted to be clear that the faith that I'm operating in, that I am talking about, is not a faith that's based on myself. I have faith in myself to a degree, right? And even faith in your spouse, or like everything that I named earlier. But really, the faith is in Christ, it's in God, and in the heavenly realm, my creator, the one who made me, the one who I believe has created the heavens and earths. So yeah. So do consider that, and really think about what you are trusting in. Where is your faith? Because we need faith so that we can have hope, and hope is that thing that keeps us alive. It keeps us living and hopeful and eager and loving life. That we have hope. We have hope for today. We have hope for our kids. We have hope for ourselves. Um, so evaluate that. Let me know in the chat what you think about this message, and what your faith is in. Yeah, because that's where my faith is. So what are you believing in? Like what's helping you? Yeah, and we know everybody can say they have a bias. I think it's called a bias. Like if people like to have a drink, or different things. But what is your hope in? How are you coping? How are you getting along? Yes. All right. That's all I have for today. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and you know what to do. Be blessed.